Okay, let me just check here before I leave. Alright. Dr. Amaral. We haven't talked much, but I'm one of Serene's guys from Reaper Squad. Working on this time tech stuff, Chronotech Utake got me real inspired. So I wrote a screenplay. There's a lot of science talking here, so I wanted a scientist to check it to make sure it makes sense. Would you mind taking a look? Thanks. Written by Bruce Livingstone, Act 1. Internal office, night. Bruce Savage stands in his office. He is sexually attractive. Alright. Somebody knocks on Bruce's door and he opens it. It's a scientist lady. She looks like a librarian with glasses, but she's actually a scientist. You could tell because she has a lab coat. Lady scientist. Help me. Bruce. Okay. Take this knife because some bad apples are trying to steal it and it's very important. Okay. What is your name, handsome? I'm Bruce. Let's shake hands. Bruce and Lady Scientist shake hands. Wow, you almost broke my hand with that handshake. You're definitely a tough guy. She's impressed by Bruce's strength. She looks at his large biceps like they're delicious pieces of ham, but she doesn't want to eat them. Here's the knife. The Lady Scientist hands Bruce the knife. It looks mostly like a knife, but also like a time machine because it's both a knife and a time machine, but Bruce doesn't know that yet. Goons break through the windows and shoot the Lady Scientist. She dies. Avenge me! Okay. Is this Doom guy or something? Bruce kills the goons with his legs by doing lots of kicking at them. They're dead real quick. Looks like I got a leg up on you guys. The audience probably laughs here, so Bruce waits to deliver his next line for about 5 seconds so everyone is calmed down. What's so special about this knife? Bruce stabs the knife into his chair. The chair disappears. The chair disappeared. He looks at a picture on his wall, which is a big photograph from 1932 with a lot of people from 1932 in it. Bruce's chair is in the picture. Interesting. My chair traveled back in time to 1932 when I stabbed it. When I stab things, they travel through time. That explains why this knife looks like a knife but also a time machine, because it is both. Bruce's really goofy friend from across the hall runs into his room. He trips on something on the floor. His name is Slabo. He isn't as fat as his name sounds. Oh, yeah! That's Slabo's catchphrase, and he says it in a really funny way. Bruce, you saved my life. The scientist lady was only faking being dead. Are you married? Only to my job. I find that attractive, but also respectable. She kisses Bruce's cheek. What about my cheek? Aw, man! That's Slabo's other catchphrase, which he says in a different but equally funny way. Bruce waits a few seconds for the audience to stop laughing before speaking. Wait, those lips were man lips, not woman lips? Whoa, okay. Bruce pulls off the scientist lady's wig. She's actually Bruce's boss, Paul Marine. Paul Marine is a douche. My boss, but why? I wanted you to kill those guys because they wanted me dead. I knew you were real tough so you could kill them easy, but I don't respect you as an employee, so I always make you do the shitty jobs even though you've been working at my company more than the other guys and are real smart. Also, I don't like you because my girlfriend finds you sexually attractive. No, I understand. Give me my knife back. Paul Marine snaps his fingers, and 73 goons surround Bruce. You can't kill 73 goons, so just give up. I don't have time for this. Bruce stabs himself with a time knife and disappears. Slabo. He time traveled using the knife. Bruce opens the door. Now he's twice as jacked. You're even more sexually attractive. How is this possible? I stabbed myself and traveled into the past, then became trained in all types of martial arts to become even stronger. I also strapped explosives to everyone's boots in the past, so when I press this detonator, you all explode. Oh, yeah! I'm glad I have stocks in this company. Why? Because business is booming. Bruce presses the detonator. All 73 goons blow up like eggs in a microwave. Paul Marine doesn't explode. Luckily, I used my medical detector this morning and found the explosive, so I switched boots with someone else. Say, Slabo, whose boots are you wearing? No! Slabo explodes. My best friend, you'll pay for this. You don't want me to stab you with that time knife. Why not? Because I'm actually you, from the future. That doesn't make any sense. Yes, it does. Remember that the time knife is also a time machine? I'm you from the future, but I stabbed myself with the time knife in order to come back here and do all this. But we don't look the same. That is a good point, and I'm glad you brought it up. I first time traveled 700 years into the future, where a time where humans have created advanced technology that allowed surgeries that completely changed people's faces and bodies. I had the surgery performed so you wouldn't be able to recognize me, but I'm actually you in disguise. I can prove it to you because I know many things about you. Like what? You have a birthmark on your left ankle. I do have a birthmark on my left ankle. I'm starting to believe you now. You should, because even though I have a new body, I kept that birthmark on my ankle, so when I met you, I could prove that I was actually you from the future. I will show you. Paul lifts up the left leg of his pants, but there's no birthmark. Instead, there's an ankle holster for a gun. Paul pulls out the gun and aims it at Bruce. I was lying the whole time. I'm not actually you. I was just saying that so I could get my gun. Son of a bitch. Also, in the future, I melted the time knife and turned it into bullets. Those bullets are now in this gun, which means I can shoot you, but also send you through time all at once. Finally, you'll be out of the way so I can marry my girlfriend, Sophie, later today, before you're able to tell her that I'm a real shitty guy. I didn't know you were getting married today. I know. My girlfriend Sophie made an invitation for you because she admires you and thinks you're attractive, but I destroyed the invitation and I lied to her and said I gave it to you at work. But now I'm here to give you a different invitation. To your funeral. Paul Marine shoots at Bruce. Slabo jumps in front of Bruce. No! Slabo wasn't actually dead. He jumps in front of the bullets and is shot several times. Now he is actually dying. Avenge me! Okay. Bruce goes to attack Paul Marine, but now Paul Marine has disappeared. He's gone. Slabo is dying on the ground, covered in blood. His body is red like a hot dog covered in lots of ketchup. You must stop the wedding. You're totally a better guy and clearly more attractive than Paul. You should be dating his girlfriend, Sophie. Slabo dies. Bruce just sits there next to Slabo for a while because many people will be crying at this point. He eventually gets up. Looks like I'm going to a wedding after all. Oh, looks like I'm going to a wedding. After all, he holds out the time knife. Someone's gotta cut the cake. Cut the cake means he's gonna kill Paul. The audience will understand because it's the way the actor says it. It's a real intense moment. Bruce puts on his shades. End of Act 1. This is like threat level Midnight from The Office. Wow. Wow. This is like baby 13-year-old's first fan fiction. Wow. 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 Wow, that was an experience. Oh, sorry, Amy, that I left you to die. I was busy reading a screenplay from Bruce Livingstone. My bad. Sorry, Amy. This is so good. I want to make this. It's so bad it's good, you know? Like, if you're gonna make something, you ham it up. It's fun. Why not? I didn't realize I was watching Adult Swim. I hope we get Act 2. Like, he sends it to someone else, be like, Sophia was a bitch and didn't read my email. By the way, here's my fanfic of me dating Sophia.